Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Sunday, February 25th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFSChapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. Alright, we're going to go to DRAFTKINGS. We got a 7-gamer Star Wars point guard SGA. SGA is too cheap. We know what he can do. We see what he does on a nightly basis. One of the top 3 consistent players in the league. One of the top 3 best players in the league. He's only 10.6K. Disrespectful. Fire him up. 40, 59, 49, 54, and 56 fantasy points. Last 5 games. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I like SGA. Like if I was starting a team, right now and I had to pick a player, it would probably be SGA, Luka, or Anthony Edwards. I would want it to be Anthony Edwards, but it would be SGA because he's playing more complete right now and consistent. Maybe if Anthony Edwards was on OKC and he had to do more, it'd be a little bit different. SGA just doing everything at a high clip. Anthony Edwards shows flashes of he shows flashes of MJ, to be honest with you. Like I hate to say he does show flashes of MJ, but he doesn't do it consistently every night. And yeah, he does have Carl Anthony on his team, and he's got Gobert on his team and stuff like that. But I think if Anthony Edwards hit his full potential, he could be the best player in the league. But right now, SGA is just like golden, untouchable, no flaws in his game. Puts his team on his back every night. Fire up SGA. Curry's very tricky because he has amazing games, and then he has not amazing games. Like we're looking at right now, 60, 56, 36. 53, then 26. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather find the money and pay it for SGA, but Curry's a good play. He's always a good play. Harden, I didn't watch the game, but I seen that he didn't score his first couple points until the last second to the fourth quarter. Crazy, right? I don't know. Harden's in play. I'm not saying I don't know. Harden's in play. It's just these guys aren't consistent. That's the problem we're having in the NBA this season. You got Jokic, Luka, SGA as far as consistent. We got that top tier. Not even Giannis is in that tier right now. He took a step down. But people aren't consistent. These guys aren't consistent. These guys don't give 2 shits. De'Aaron Fox is in play 8.2. Jamal Murray 8K. If he's out, Jokic gets a bump. We know that. DeJounte 7.8. Don't know why they didn't trade him. If they wanted to trade him, now you got a disgruntled employee. Anyway, he's playing well. Fire him up. He's okay. Last 5 games, 38, 59, 38, 32, and 50. Simons, I don't like playing Portland, but they're going up against a bad team. This should be a good fantasy game. Fire up Simons. White's in play. No McCollum. We'll get to that in a second. Van Vliet, he's on my ban list, and he's going to stay there. Let's continue. Vassell, take a shot. Jalen Green's in play. Ahmed Thompson, I don't want to pay 6.4 for him. I know he had a good game last game. Shit. Yeah, his last 5 games were good, but he had a good game despite playing with Van Vliet. So that's something but he only took 11 shots. He did get 10 rebounds, so you got to be careful with that. You only take 11 shots, because if he doesn't hit these shots, he's not paying off his ticket. You see what I'm saying? And at 6.6K for his salary, 38 fantasy points is actually the minimum. So even though he played well, it's still a big number to pay off. Got to get out the calculator. To the eyes, it may look like he had an amazing game, to the calculator, he barely passed. You see what I'm saying? 6.6 times 6. Tally that shit up and let me know. He's still a good play. Pozemski 6-1. He's in play. Trey Mann, I'm expecting a bounce back game. 5.8K. Looks good. Reggie Jackson, you could take a shot on him if there's no Murray, but I wouldn't do that. I'd just play Joker, Porter, Gordon, and let the chips fall where they may. Let's see how many minutes Westbrook played this game. 23 minutes. Can't do it. I cannot. I don't know how his minutes. I don't know how his minutes go. You know, I know a lot of things. I don't know how Westbrook's minutes go. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you. Giddy, I'm not really interested in. Keontae George, if he starts again, could take a shot. Trey Jones, if you're desperate. DeSumno, Jalen Suggs, Cody Martin, if you're desperate. Cole Anthony's in play. And Jordan Hawkins, if you're playing a lot of lineups so you want to be sneaky, take a shot. Let's go to shooting guard. Brandon Ingram, we're going to pay attention to that. If he's out, it's going to open up a world of value in New Orleans. And I suggest you jump on it. Paul George, Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller's been playing like hot horse piss. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want no parts of it. I mean, yeah, you got to keep playing them, but Jesus Christ. Come on. Anywho, Brandon Miller's in play, despite how bad he's been playing. Sexton's in play. Clarkson, Monk is in play. I'm not interested in Klay Thompson. I don't care if he's starting. I don't care if he's coming off the bench. I don't care if he's coming out the rafters. I don't give two shits. He's not good anymore. You see what I'm saying? He's not good. And he's in his own head. That's not, I'm good. If you want to play Klay Thompson, you know I'm about to tell you, right? You shove him up your ass. I ain't playing him. Bogdan, 5'5" in play. Trey Murphy, if Brandon Ingram is... Okay, let me slow down. Right now, Trey Murphy is a good play. If Brandon Ingram is out, Trey Murphy is a great play. However, he is streaky. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna take a lot of threes, but he might miss a lot of threes. But he does a little bit of everything, so he's still a good play. But you've been warned. Caruso, if you're desperate, I'm not interested in Dylan Brooks, to be honest with you. Cam Whitmore, I think I jumped off of that boat. 21 minutes, 19 fantasy points. I mean, he's in play, but I'm not going to do a somersault to play him. You see what I'm saying? If he's my last man in, I just got to, clench my ass cheeks together and hope he doesn't fuck me. But what you going to do? Pause. That sounded crazy. All right, let's continue. Let's go to small forward. Miles Bridges has been playing very well. He doesn't really get talked about a lot because of his extracurricular activity a couple years ago. The media doesn't want to talk about him, but it's my job to bring him up. He's absolutely phenomenal for fantasy. Fire his ass up. Kawhi's in play, 8.6. Markkanen's in play. Franz Wagner's in play. Great matchup against Atlanta. DeRozan's in play. Jeremy Grant is in play. 7K against Charlotte. Michael Porter's in play. Gets a bump if there's no Jamal Murray. Sadiq Bey, you could take a shot. Sohan's in play. Herbert Jones is in play. He gets a bump if there's no Brandon Ingram. And he already has a bump with no McCollum. Keldon Johnson. Andrew Wiggins. DeAndre Hunter. All in play. No Lou Dort for me. You guys still playing Harrison Barnes? Yeah, Harrison Barnes does Harrison Barnes things. I'm good with that. Let's go. Actually, before we go to power forward, let's do some quick housekeeping. Got to keep the lights on. You feel me? If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, absolutely important that you subscribe because we're on a quest. We're on a journey to 1,000 subscribers, so please help us with that. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, hit the bell, all that good stuff. All that very important. Super chats are open, so if you're feeling what's the word I'm looking for? If you're feeling friendly, hit the super chat. Membership, channel memberships are open. If you're feeling froggy, those are open also. And if you need lineups from me, if you're struggling to cash, you don't have time to wait for NBA news, you don't have time to wait for NBA starting lineups, you can jump in my Patreon. We got all types of tiers. We got NBA, MMA, MLB. We got PGA, whatever it is you need. So if you want help with lineups, you want me to send you mine, check out the Patreon link in the description. Tomorrow, everyone in the Patreon, we're doing the early slate for NBA. And honestly, early slates for NBA on the weekends are easy money. Why? Because a lot of players that do not have injury status, they just mysteriously can't play. We don't get informed up until we don't get informed until the last minute. So a lot of players will have players in their lineup that aren't playing. And they'll be like 30, 40, 50% owned and not in the game. So that's like easy money. That's why I like playing early slates on the weekend, because there's an edge. And people aren't paying attention. People are sleeping. People are at church. People are out to eat. People are doing all types of shit but worrying about NBA DFS. That's my job to worry about NBA DFS. So I'm playing these early slates and easy money, because lineups are dead because players aren't playing. Same thing with tonight, Saturday night. Rudy Gobert got ruled out, but not a lot of people actually jumped on that. You know what I'm saying? So when you swap to Naz Reid and you swap to slow-mo Kyle Anderson, you swap to Karl Anthony Towns, like we almost had a takedown on DraftKings. I came in 6th place. You know what I'm saying? In the single entry. Just off of swapping to Minnesota. So, like, there's a big edge playing on the weekends and a bigger edge playing on early slates on the weekend. But don't say I don't tell y'all nothing. You see what I'm saying? So, check out the Patreon link in the description. Let's go to Power 4. Let's wrap this shit up and let's get out of here. Okay. All right, Wemby, I'm be honest with you. I'm about to tell y'all some shit, right? And this, I haven't looked at this slate because I've been doing other things. I'm now looking. Once I started recording, that's when I first seen this slate. Let me tell you something. You see Wemby, Victor Wembanyama, 9.6K. I've been warning y'all about him for like months, since the beginning of the season. I'm like, yo, he's gonna be an 11K player. I've been saying that shit. This fucking guy's a 13. This guy's a 14K player. He's a 13K player right now. He's 9.6K and he's not on a minutes limit. And he's figuring it out. Like now. He's figuring it out. You know how scary that is? I'm saying all that to say this. Lock Wemby. Lock Wemby. Don't ask me no questions. Lock Wemby. Period. Banchero, 8.4K. He's dealing with some type of sickness or illness. I don't think we need him on a 7-game slate with all these other guys around him, but it's a great matchup. Zion got this questionable tag. Now I'm starting to think that New Orleans is just gonna let everybody rest. That's what I'm starting to think. Cause Zion does this every weekend. Yo, how often have I been saying this? How often have I been telling you that Zion don't play on weekends? Now he's questionable. If Zion doesn't play, Brandon Ingram doesn't play, you got to play double centers. You're playing. I'm lying. You don't got to play double centers because Wemby could play. You could put him at power forward. You're playing Valanciunas. You're playing Herbert Jones. You're playing Trey Murphy. Maybe Alvarado if he starts, but New Orleans really opens up. You feel me? So pay attention. It's all about news. Vooch is a power forward now. I didn't know that. So, because of Drummond. 7.7. He's in play. Jalen Johnson, 7.5. he's in play. Jalen Williams, 7-1, absolutely in play. Michael Porter, Aaron Gordon, Jabari Smith, Kuminga, John Collins, Draymond Green, all in play. Herbert Jones, keep your eye on him for the reasons I just told you about. Keegan Murray, I haven't played Keegan Murray in weeks. What's going on with him? 21, 37, 17, 14, and 21. Yep, Keegan Murray doing Keegan Murray things. I don't know how they win with him and fucking Barnes playing right next to each other. Two fucking peas in a pod, I guess. Who else is here? Oh, Mr. All-Star Grant Williams. He's been playing very well on Charlotte. Got to give him his flowers. You feel me? If you want to play Grant Williams, you can play Grant Williams. I don't mind. Mo Wagner if you need value. Isaac if you need value. Walker if you need value. Peyton Watson if you really want to jump out the window. You feel me? Najee Marshall if Zion and Brandon Ingram are out and they don't, and Najee Marshall is not suspended for choking Jimmy Butler. Najee Marshall is absolutely in play. You feel me? Also, I'm gonna be sending out those YouTube shorts daily with my, with the plays that I feel that are viable for the slate. I don't want to say my top play. Yeah, my top plays. I try to throw value plays in there if they're value plays, but if they're not, they're just my top plays. So when you see them, you gotta like it, and then yeah, that's it. Just make sure you like it so YouTube knows that you want me to keep doing them shits. And you could take the information from the video and then the information from the shorts and build a lineup. You see what I'm saying? Don't say I ain't do nothing for you guys. Jokic 11.6 too cheap. Sabonis 10-1 absolutely too cheap. Sengun 8.5 in play. Holmgren 7.4 in play. Dominating 6.9. He might have a good game. Valanciunas, we're gonna keep an eye on him. Yeah, we're definitely doing double center because I see a lot of good plays. Valanciunas 6'5", keep an eye on him. No Zion, you gotta fire his ass up. Capella not interested in. He's still on a minutes limit. Drummond, we don't need unless he starts. Zubac is in play 5'6". Nick Richards 5.5. You can take a shot. Wendell Carter was in my DraftKings lineup that came in 6th place. I don't usually play Wendell Carter. He was my last guy in, but he absolutely came through for me. Thank you very much, Wendell Carter Jr. You're a true scholar. Walker Kessler back to the bench. Not interested in him. Larry Nance, you could take a shot. There's no Zion. And I think that's about it. I think we have more than enough players in our player pool to build some fabulous lineups. You see what I'm saying? So listen. Everybody watching on a Sunday morning, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Don't forget the thumbs up. Super chats are open. Channel memberships are open. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need me to send you lineups. And we are doing early slate tomorrow morning. And I'm out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.